Hey guys, Taylor here. We're going to be hanging out today, playing a bit of Warframe here and there. I still have Kavia bounties to do, so I can get the Archon chart for this week that Bird 3 has, and I'm going to finish a couple levels of the Undercroft. So, depending on which one I like better, is the one we're going to do first. Whoop. Atlas. Ooh, I really... Oh. Okay, so we've got about 3/4 of a setup. Okay, that was a lot better than I thought. I thought it was at least 2. So what we're gonna do, I have a really cool build from Atlas. I got from another creator on YouTube that I do use. It's been great fun, and it's especially easy because with Atlas, all you gotta do is get all the melee decrees because the punchy, I forget what they call the punchy business, but. It's all melee, and you get extra crit, extra damage, extra attack speed, extra statuses, lots of stuff. Especially in the Undercroft, which is very good to do because damage is really good, and even on Steel Path or even regular Path for the Undercroft, damage ramps up quite a bit, quite fast, which is extremely helpful. Otherwise, we could do Nidus or Corvex or Limbo. Let me see real quick. Oh, come on. Alright, the Nagantaka. Oh, man. Oh! Somebody left the squad. The Paracesis. I was going to say, I didn't think I was actually switching that fast. It didn't caution me that I was trying to go too fast. Let's go. I guess the Paracesis. I mean, let me see real quick if I've done things that I should do. I'm pretty sure this is the right one, because you can only... Wait a minute, let me see real quick. You can only configure Atlas. You can't configure... I think this is the one. You can't configure... If they have an Exalted, you can't configure that. It'll just do whatever is in the first slot that you have. Oh, they just went straight on through. So I guess we're doing that now. Oxymati Prime, the Kuva Ogress. The only problem with the Kuva Ogress is it's not a lot of ammunition. And the Paracesis, the Sentient Slaying Sword. So I guess we'll have to kind of do that, what we will. And so on. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Now I'm going to have rumblers running around. That's okay, it's not necessarily bad thing to be doing that. Okay. Yeah, if they're doing what I'm doing, yeah. Okay, here's one. That'll be 2, unless somebody else found the other one. Sometimes it's up here, not always. I usually try to just get to a high point. Oh, there it is. There we go. If I can just get to a high point and kind of see what it's at. Ooh, critical damage multiplier. Oh, inflicting cold or toxin inflicts viral. Hooah! Right there. Right there. And they have a thing where this particular build, if you hit anything, enemies within, I think it's 30 yards or so, get affected by it. So that's pretty good. And he can also, Atlas has a limited setup where he kind of is drawn to the character you push the button on, so he can maybe, like with that one character, like go up a little bit as well. Even though it's technically not jumping, which I find an interesting mechanic that he has, but anyway. Other than that, it'll just be much the same as it was of. Okay, so we've got Wisp and a Saren. Okay, cool. Ooh. I got him. Okay, now they're not very... There we go. I was going to say they're not very close together. He's out. You're out. So are you. That's a nice red crit. 60 seconds left? I must be slacking off. Well, I mean, it can be difficult depending on where the enemies are. If they're not grouped up, that can make it harder to get stuff. Oh! Okay, he's recovered. I was wondering. It's funny too because I have tried this build before, so this is not will not be the debut. I shouldn't say that. Like I might put this anyway for Braving the Undercroft because this will be a trial of Atlas, but it won't be the first one that I did. Oh, somebody's down. $832,000. Not too bad. The thing about the Undercroft is, though, depending on what's what, the damage can be pushed far beyond that in many cases, depending on what decrees you got. And if I get all the crit damage decrees, or like a lot of status decrees, it can be pushed far beyond that. And also, I replaced Atlas's 2, which I forget what it was, with Kullervo's Wrathful Advance. So if I do need some extra damage, I can get it. But typically, especially in the Undercroft, Atlas doesn't need that very much at all. Because he does tons of damage right out of the box with all the punching. Like, tons of damage. And I finally did figure out, even though I kind of did figure it out, but it didn't make a lot of sense to me why everybody styles, a lot of people style Atlas so he looks like, what's his name from One Punch Man? Saitama? I think so, anyway. Whoops. Where are they? There we go. And it's funny too, I don't know, sometimes you can get to where characters are able to take out Vor pretty easy. I think of it as kind of a game to take on the Vor here. Whoop. Ooh, melee attack speed. That's pretty good. And Atlas crits all the time. Well, I shouldn't say all the time, but he crits quite a bit with punching. Quite a bit. Even the Paracesis did a lot of damage to that enemy. And I didn't really pay a lot of attention to the Paracesis, like it doesn't have a lot of formulas on it or anything like that. Even though I probably should have, because it's the Sentient Slayer and so on. Fleet-footed, shots. Ooh, cumulative melee hits. Successful melee hits, cumulative 20% crit chance. Nice. Alright, then we can just start whacking them. Yeah, then a bunch of those guys, they just went kaput. And I think Atlas has a thing, he's passive, is that he's more resistant to knockdown if he's on the ground. which I think is interesting in itself, but anyway. Oh man, I just punched that guy like in the kneecap or something, and he was out. Where are they? Oh, I see you. I see you. Oh. Is that... Usually Vor is waypointed. I think it's at about... I can't remember what my buddy Z said. It's like halfway. Once the kills are halfway done, Vor shows up, I think. Okay, so we're at about 113, 114. Where are they all? Oh. Oh. Seriously? I kind of wish I would have gotten here a little sooner than that, but I guess that still did help quite a bit. Come on. Alright, that's it for that. Wah! Punch him. There we go. Alchemy's pretty easy at this level. I mean, alchemy's pretty easy. Royal Wrath. Ooh, excess cumulative 30% crit chance for 3 seconds. That's a pretty good one. I gotta be careful too, because I want to make sure that a lot of the enemies are around the crucible, so I don't have it where they're doing their thing and they're all the little amphor emoji things are scattered around the battlefield. I don't want to have that. That's kind of difficult. It's more difficult to do things correctly that way. Or I should say efficiently. Okay, that's 2. Whoops. As I somersault into a wall. Alright. Sometimes over here, you kind of get a sense of where the little twinkly things, I forget the name of it, are going to be. So it can kind of help out somewhat, but then they can also be in a place that they usually are not in, which can make a problem, it a problem. Okay, so we need one more amphor. Or not, one more twinkly thing. Just try to get to where whoop. I haven't found the other amphor yet, and I, especially with a character who relies on melee and stuff, I want to see if I can not leave without it. Whoops, I did that wrong. Okay. I wonder if I could get it from all the way over here. No, I missed. I had to try. If I would have angled it up a little bit, it may have made it, but it just depends. Anyway, alright. It's probably figures. All right. Critical hit gain 90% attack speed. Wow, nice. I can really get the punches going now. The only thing that's going to be a problem with it, too, is the Jackal mini-boss. Atlas can't punch it. He can punch the minions, as he can, but he can't punch the Jackal itself. So I would either have to rely on my teammates here to do that, or, I don't know. I mean, there really is no or with that. I would just have to shoot the Jackal legs like you normally would have to do. Usually, unless I'm playing a character like Mesa or somebody else who actually relies on guns because of her Exalted, I usually don't pay as much attention to gun decrease unless I just really think the gun I have is really cool and I want to soup it up for reasons. Whoops. Whoop. I'll throw that in there even though it's not needed. I wouldn't have been able to do much with that anyway. Okay, now we're looking for toxin decrease. Or not toxin decrease, toxin reinforce. Oop, there's one. Oh no, it's not. That's the other thing. This is the other thing that confuses me. Sometimes some objects are a certain shade and it matches either an Amphor or the little fragments to get the extra degrees, and it confuses me quite a bit. It's like, oh, and it's just a little bit off, but I still get fooled. Even though it isn't exact, I still get fooled by it. But anyway. Alright, what next? Defense. Yo, oh. We've got one leaving. I'll say GG to him, that's fine. I don't know why. I don't pretend to know why people leave a run, like, even before a full cycle and so on. And that's their business, of course, not mine. Every third melee, ooh, we want to get extra statuses too. That really does help. Because all the statuses stack together, which is pretty cool. Which leads to even more damage, which leads to even more enemies you can disrupt in this and that and the other. Okay, 2 out of 3. I'm kind of hoping they don't get too rambunctious. Oh, they're searching just like I am. Good, okay. I don't know how much time you're given by this until the thing automatically starts, but I guess for this it doesn't matter because we found them all already. Yeah, 80% damage to enemies affected by cold. If I can get Lucinia's Suffering, that means I'll be having the enemies affected by cold all the time, which would be really awesome. They're out. Get over here. Where are you going? Why are you running? Why are you running over there? You could have just gone the other way. I don't understand. The NPCs could have all gone the other direction. You saw that, didn't you? Like, they were running over this way, and they could have just run over here, and they didn't do it. Well, I mean, it took them a little bit longer. I mean, that's fine for our purposes, you know, but it's like, huh, I wonder why that is the way that is. I mean, they clearly weren't stopping to get a snack on the road. It wasn't that long. gonna say that should be it. I didn't see anybody else. This kind of sucks because as a result, with the nuking, the Saren's damage isn't going to build up as much because if she's infecting people, I just knock them out right away. So that's going to kind of work against her if she wants to build damage, but I mean, it does make it so that we're both contributing to what's going on here. It's just that as a Saren, you would kind of like want it so that you could build up things a little bit. And then you have the dude with the big meaty fists over here knocking everybody out left and right, not giving them a chance, you know. Oh, they're down. Where are you? Oh. Is that it for them? Another one? Oh. Okay, so we're down to 213,000 HP on the little thingy. Isn't too bad. And I'll try not to do this every time, although sometimes I can't help myself with explaining, theorizing why things are the way they are, or kind of explaining a little bit the rationale for certain stuff. It's like, if I know the rationale, otherwise it can be just like, I don't really know about this yet, and somebody advised me to do it this way because X. Or somebody just advised me to do it this way and I thought it worked well for me when I tried it myself, you know. Sometimes you don't really know everything about everything. I mean, nobody does, but sometimes it's because, oh, I tried this because I know it works, and I don't really know why it works, just that it does work. Otherwise, there's a lot of things that go into it, or can go into explanations like that. Like that, 10 million damage. That's helpful because it works. Oh. Alright, he's out. Now, assassination, now that might be a bit of an interesting one, so I'm going to have to rely on guns. Or I think you could melee the legs, you might be able to. Oh, the cute little Tam. Okay. Destroy it. Okay, we're gonna have to combine our efforts on this, I think, because I think we're gonna have to both split up the decree fragment finding. I think I saw another one, yeah, over here. So that's 2 out of 3. Whoop. Okay, I think we got him. It's like, oh no. I mean, we just have to do it again as far as that goes. I mean, it's not the most horrible outcome in the world. I mean, that's fine. It would be annoying as such, but having to repeat just one cycle of this fight would be, you know, okay. And now I've got to see, like, where it's at. relative to other things so that we could. Oh, I see it. Oh, there we go. Where are you? Okay, one more. Oh, they're over here. Knock them out. Okay. Oh, they got him. Excellent. Whew. Okay, that's 2. And this will be the 3rd change to red, and that'll be the last one. Oh, they got him. Good. Okay. Ooh, double melee hits. That means Atlas's punches too. That's awesome. The only other problem, I know I already said this, for the Ogres is the ammo. Because the Ogres doesn't really, only has 10 rounds. Excavation. You want to do an excavation? I mean, it's going to be tough to do a 2-person excavation. We're going to have to babysit. You know, like literally babysit everything. Let's put another element on there. I mean, I could do a little bit of, see the last one. Can I get it? Yo! Okay, good. Sorry. Gotta remember not to do that so much. Ooh, good. I get free energy. What are you doing? You're shying away from me? I thought the objective was to take me down here. They're slacking. They're slackers. I think somebody's going to have to talk to HR. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay. Knocking him out. It's okay. Well, I know that they can't hear me, but I just want to make sure that they're paramount to this effort, so that like we can always get another excavator. It's going to be very difficult for me to do any part of this if I'm literally by myself. And it's also going to be very hard for Saren, I think, for survivability's sake, when there's almost nobody here for the NPCs to shoot at, except for me and her. And I mean, they can shoot me. But the problem is, for me, and I had already talked about this, that they, like, they can't shoot me for very long. Because then I punch them a couple of times and they had it, but they have the advantage of numbers on this teeny tiny excavator that has basically not very much HP and no armor. So what are you doing? Oh, seriously? Come on, man. But not about that. It just, they were always leaping around. It's okay that the Saren's going unconscious. The only other problem with that is the other guys constantly leaping around and so on. Kind of like what I'm doing. Ouch. Do not shove. We'll all get a chance to see, he promises. Yeah, good for him. Bombastine. I wonder, I don't recall ever looking this up, but I wonder if Bombastine is like very similar to like bombastic, very like over the top, and so on. I mean, it fits him as a character, but I don't know if that was the actual inspiration for the name, if I even have that definition right, which I also may not. So. Okay, we're at 40%. Now we're at full percent. Oh, that's very silly. Oh no. So we can kind of, if we babysit a little bit, we can kind of make it. Oop. Okay, 17 seconds. Oh, come on. No. The excavator is on the brink of destruction. Alright, well, actually made it through there. Very good. Okay, I'm going to put these in and see if we can kind of get them distracted with that one over there. See if we can kind of build up over here. I hope that's the other one. Yeah, okay. Ah! Ooh. Whoops. Ah. Oh. Well, we're gonna get out of here anyway. Well. Alright, GG's. Whoop. Too many T's on thanks, but I think it'll be done up. Okay. So with that, oh, I'm gonna set it to friends only afterwards. So it is not on pubs. We'll go get, oh, I forgot about that too. I need to do Undercroft, or not Undercroft business, Mesa figures. Okay, well I don't need to do this now, so I don't think I will. I forgot about that. I also have to do Hex Mini Battle Pass business. I don't know, we might be able to do that. I'm going to make this a long play. Maybe just get everything done. Or maybe, well, depending on how much caveat we need to do. I can't remember how much caveat I need to do. I thought it was quite a bit. Quite a bit. And if you made it this far in the video, be sure to drop a like and all that stuff. YouTube business, because that'd be awesome and I appreciate you. Alright, bounties. Disruption, summon a necromech. I'm kind of mad on that. Murmur sarcophages? No. Rogue voidrigs? Man, this is just kind of all kind of bad. Okay. Okay, so I only need 30,000 sanity to get something from Burb. So if I can do this 3 times and leave, I might be able to do that. Or, I mean, disruption is an interesting one too. Because if all I have to do is summon a mech, I just have to make it so that after I summon a mech, I've got to just do the keys, and we can do a little bit of resting after the keys. I just do 2 of these, and that's the end of it. That fish is super excited about everything, for real. Not that I would expect anything less from him as a result of him being him. So Dante was helping Drusus then, I guess, it seems. The trusty Cephalon. Oh, I almost didn't make it. Okay, maybe even I can do it to where I don't have to worry about the conduits at all. And I can just hack whatever I need to hack, and then we do it. I don't actually have to use the necromech. I just have to summon it. This is very irritating. I know I'm being... Seriously? My fingers got misaligned. Alright, so that's basically it for that. I don't even have to use the mech if I don't want to. I mean, and I might not. Okay, now I was gonna say I can't figure out. He's out. Okay. Alright, so this will make it quite a bit quicker. In theory. Whoops. As I jump around and hit my head a lot. There we go. Ouch. Get over here. These are the only things that are a pain about the star things with all the hands. One of the only things Mesa can't destroy directly. So that makes it quite a big pain in the backside. Okay, so one after this and we get to leave. Oh man, they make it so that it's all the way on the other side of the field, do they? Yeah, well, I knew it was going to happen eventually. I was like, oh boy. It's the one that's really along on the other side of the field then. Okay, I thought it was just going to be a couple 100 meters and we would be there, and the the thing would correct itself, but apparently not. This is like really is all the way on the other side. They were not playing around. And the hard landing to boot. Alright, now what? Oh. What? Now everybody's in Xmas. And he's out. Don't tell me now everything is now going to be over the way over here and I've got to travel another 500 meters in the other direction. Okay, it's the old I told you not to tell me. Because I think that's exactly what it's going to be of here. Hey, what's this? 80 credits. I'm rich. Just think. You'd only have to do that like however many other thousands of times you'd need to do it. That's why it's best not to think about stuff like that. Just get into it. And whatever happens, happens afterward. Okay, so here is thing. Oh, it's the Gruzling. I keep wanting to call them Gruzzlers, but it isn't. And he's out, and I'm not spending 5 more seconds in this dump, cause I gotta do this again. And I got a Neo D9 relic for it too. What is... Oh, right. Not spending 1 second longer in this place than I've got to. Especially since I'm going to do this again. So that took a little over 5 minutes, isn't bad. As a solo. I could probably get the time cut down a little bit, but then it's... Other parts of it are like, okay, then you've got to do... You still have to get all the keys in yourself. Which does take time no matter what. I'm glad they tell me where the little conduits are. He was, I couldn't tell what he was yakking about because he was muttering. The designated dispenser. Oh, hey, there's a dispenser right over here. Yo. Okay, now that's cool. I gotta admit that. That's pretty cool here. Whoop. My poor Oxalus. He's out. What do you mean unable to activate vehicle? Oh, I guess I just have to... I don't really want to do that if I don't have to. I forget where I placed it. Oh, here it is. Get over here, you little thing, you. And you're out. Yeah, the only problem with this is having to constantly take stuff. Oxalis has recovered. Okay. Now, of course, if there are other people here, some of them could stay in their mechs and such like, and it would be fine. That was the Mocking and or Scathing Whisper book. Tagfer's usually online for that stuff. Alright, so we've got something here. If I can just get it so that the other things are attacking me, I can just do whatever else. Oh, there's a bunch of them over here, okay. Okay, we've got a cyan key, or light blue key, which of course is back where I was at. That's one of the advantages of numbers that I like, but then it's like, alright, so how many people want to stay to do what the thing may be, however many times you need to do it, you know, it can just depend. For me, this is, they want to do it once, and then we can leave, but then I'd have to do it again, but it doesn't matter. If the team you have one time doesn't want to stay, if you're on pubs, you can just get another team. Or just get some randoms to hop along with you, and that's fine. That just depends on whether you're playing alone or playing with friends. But I think we got it. Yes, okay, good. I think I'm gonna get it too. We're at about 24, 25 HP before I'm kicking the bucket here. Energy drain, great. I hear you. And you're out. I'm pretty sure that's it too. Yeah. I think you would. $4,000 endo, yay! Actually, 4,000 endo for about 5 to 6 minutes in a level is pretty good. Actually, I was surprised. At first that they offered that much endo for just a single mission in this area. All right, and Burb is over here, so I should have, if my calculations are correct, 31,000 stuff. We go to shiny treasures. We say we want to buy this, and then we buy it. Bird 3 only does that once a week. So since it was directly prior to, well, weekly resets in 4 hours from the time of me recording this, and so on. So anyway, that's why I had to get it, or wanted to get it pretty bad. But anyway, that'll be the end of this one. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. Keep on going with your gaming journey and your life journey too, and we will catch you all in the next one. See ya.